How many of you have spent a night wrestling? Maybe you said something during the day that you regret. Maybe it didn't come out quite right. Or maybe you found yourself doing something that you've done before and you really don't like it about yourself. Or maybe somebody said something to you that didn't sit well. And through that night of wrestling, you find yourself asking, why? Why am I like this? Or why did I do this? Or why did this happen to me? The good news is that when you wrestle, you don't wrestle alone. We want to talk about the story of Jacob wrestling with God, a story that we find in the Old Testament. And one of the most fascinating things about that story is that when Jacob wrestles, God meets him in his night of wrestling. There's a question that Jacob hears in that night of wrestling. And that question is this. God asks Jacob, "What is your name?" In my estimation, this is one of the most important questions in that portion of the Bible, but maybe it's one of the most important questions that we wrestle with through the course of our lifetime. What is our name? Who are we? And in that, who are we being called to be? In this upcoming missions conference, I will be joining you on a Sunday morning to speak with you and to explore with you about the story of Jacob wrestling with God. We're going to dig into that story and we're going to think together about what that story has to say to us about what it means to be a person of goodness and grace and generosity and peace in this time, and especially in a context of fractured relationships. My name is Pries. I spend a lot of my life working with people in conflict. I've been doing this for the last 32 years, especially for congregations and workplaces experiencing conflict or change. In my work, I spend a lot of time thinking about how can people be better with one another? How can people be kinder? How can people say what they need to say in a way that the other person can receive it? I look forward to joining you at the Mission Conference and look forward to seeing you there.